What's up, folks? Max here at E3 2013, talking with Dave V, one of the designers of Killer Instinct working on the game. And we're going to talk about one of the systems of Killer Instinct that is probably known the most through anybody because of its combo breaker, and it's breaking combos in the new KI. So basically, Dave, can you break down how these new combo breakers work in this game?
Absolutely. So right now in Killer Instinct, you can only break doubles. So how that works is you do a special, which is an opener, and then any button, like in KI2, you had to go power down, things like that.
Specific buttons, yeah.
Yeah, there's no restrictions now. So any button you press will become an auto double next. So I'm just going to show an example. There's a heavy. Okay. Now I'm going to do it with light punch. You can do kicks also. So all 6 buttons will be doubles. And then how it works is that you can break any double by hitting both buttons of the same power. So, for instance, Max, why don't I do a heavy auto double and you try to break it?
Okay. Okay. I'll give it a shot right now. See how it goes. Oh, and it's between any of the frames of animation, the beginning kick or the beginning punch.
Yeah, so the exact frames is from the exact startup of the move until after the hit stop of the second hit of the double.
Okay, so it's a pretty big window for normal breakers.
It's relatively big for the heavy. Now let me do the light, and obviously you'll know it's coming, so it'll be a little easier.
But it's a little different as far as the time window.
Absolutely, it's much different. So I think the lights are very difficult to react to.
Wow, I didn't know that. So you're sacrificing damage because you're doing a light double. The heavy doubles do a ton of damage, but the frame window to break is much or significantly smaller.
Exactly, you got it down.
Okay, let me just try this. So just go ahead and do a light one. Wow, and I was too late on that? Yo, okay, try it again. Okay, I'm actually delaying it, so let's go. Let me try to react to it. Okay, do it.
Why don't I do a random one of the 3,
right,
and you see if you can react to it and choose the right one.
All right, I like that. Let's go. Was that light?
That was medium.
That was me. I did medium. Holy hell. Okay, okay. That was light. Shit. All right. Oh, that was heavy.
That was heavy.
Dude, okay. So one of the big matchup things in this game is going to be recognizing the doubles of your characters that you're fighting against.
Absolutely. Like what we see is you've got to learn what their doubles are, and then the other big thing is player tendencies. Like there's a lot of people who always go medium.
Dude, I always go medium and I always get broken. It's like picking B on a test. You just have to go for that one. Okay, that's one of the meta games that's going to be showing up with breakers, is that there's that middle meta game that people love, the middle, and then I'm going to pick light so you don't think I'm going to go for the damage, but the lights are harder to break, or do you think I'm always going to go for heavies because those really hurt?
Yeah, absolutely. And then where that really comes to bear is the lockout mechanic.
Oh.
So when you miss a breaker, you're going to get an X over your head. You're locked out for 3 seconds from trying to do another breaker.
So let's show that really quick so people can understand. I'll do heavy breaker and you do any other one. So that was I did the wrong breaker and a giant red X showed up above my head. That is letting myself know and you know that I did the wrong breaker. I did the wrong damaging breaker. And you get 3 seconds to do whatever you want. So you're pretty much going to do all your fierce doubles, right?
That's exactly right. And for instance, for Jago, even better is the around the world doubles, right? So he can go heavy, medium, light with doubles. When I see the lockout, I'm going to do that because it gets the most doubles and the most damage into it.
I don't think we've really seen the around the world stuff going on from regular match play. If you can show that off, that'd be really cool.
Absolutely. So here's an example. I'm going to start with heavy and then just go down the circle.
So, and that goes from, wow, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. So which part of that was the linker? Only at the beginning?
There was an opener, there was no linker there.
Dude, okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, do it again, do it again. Oh my God, okay. So, but those, even though there's a lot of hits in there, that's still really good damage.
Well, and I didn't even end it there. So if I would have done an ender at the end, I would have got, I would guess, around 30-ish% damage.
And that was without linkers. Yeah. Did that build your entire KV meter to allow the combo to break? Okay, so you just literally went from fierce punch to light punch and fierce kick to light kick?
No. Fierce to medium, medium to light, and then from light back to fierce. Around the world is what we call it.
So quite literally is ding, 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 ding. Oh my God, are you serious? Okay, I have to try this, hold on a sec. I have to try this. All right, here we go. Okay. Oh, yeah, but you have to time it correctly. Does it get faster? All right, I just realized that. So it's at the first 3 aren't that difficult to time, but the quicker you go.
No, sorry, it doesn't get faster as you go. The thing is, the light is the fastest one. So linking the heavy off the light is a little bit tricky.
All right, so this is more in tone with like you have a certain frame window to hit this, and the frame window is much smaller than other doubles.
Yeah, I mean, it's the cancel window is still relatively liberal versus manual, but it is a little bit tighter for the light double.
Okay. That's pretty freaking awesome. And the other breaker I wanted to show people was the breakers that the lockout feature that quite literally is you did the wrong thing at the wrong time. And that happens when exactly?
So great question. Yeah, so there's 2 types of lockouts. The red one we saw, which is you guess the wrong strength. And then the orange one is the wrong timing. So like we said, the window is open from the moment the attack starts until the hit stop of the second hit of the double. Okay. If you hit any breaker button at any other time, whether it's during a linker or it's during the end of a double, you'll get locked out for wrong timing.
So that's still 3 seconds on that one too?
Also 3 seconds.
So there's a lot of times you probably should not be mashing buttons, because if you obviously mash, you're going to get hit pretty hard with all these heavy doubles.
Absolutely. I think, we want the feel of the combo breaker to be, hey, I'm holding on, I'm looking, I'm trying to read, and then bam, when I see, then I break. If you mash, you're going to get punished.
That's pretty awesome. So it looks like the combo breaker system has gotten way more in depth than what it has in previous KIs. In previous KIs, it felt like it was like a 50-50 chance of you breaking a combo. In this one, what I'm liking is that you've now turned it into rock, paper, scissors, where it's like a 33% chance of you breaking it, but you just have to be perceptive enough where you can increase those odds greatly. Was that specifically on purpose to try to benefit the attacker instead of the person receiving damage?
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 parts. One, like you said, it is beneficial for the attacker to have more choices. KI is an aggressive game. We want the advantage to be on the attacker.
If you're giving the advantage to people getting in and fighting each other, you have my support all the way. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you learned anything about breakers through this, let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you later.